So you're building your dream city, but you've got to that point where you just don't have enough money to do the things that you want to do. This is where my top 5 tricks to make infinite money come in. Yes, with no mods or cheats, and they will save your day. My name is Biffa and welcome to my next episode of Cities Skylines. I am an avid Cities Skylines player and fixer, so I'm excited to get these tips to you. So let's just dive in straight away with number 5. At number 5, it is unlimited money. I've included this one because there are a lot of new players out there that just don't know that this button exists, and it starts right here in the game on the main menu. So if you go to Content Manager and then Mods, I know I said we're not using mods, but this is already built into the game, and it says there the game actually includes the ability to have unlimited money. Now this is included in all versions of the game on all platforms. Yes, this is very quick and easy to do. Well, that was the 5th one. Let's take it up a notch with number 4. At number 4, we have policies. Yes, there are certain policies built into the game again, and many players don't realise how powerful they can be to earn you money. So let's jump straight into our city policies and take a look at the small business enthusiast and big business benefactor. These 2 policies alone can make you megabucks. Now, many are put off by the fact that they have a cost attached to them, as you can see on the screen, but if you have a reasonable sized city, the extra income from the extra sales you make will more than cover the cost of 2 cents, 2 credits, or 4 credits per building, as it says on each of those policies. Let's take a look at an example here in my city of New Tealand. If you would like to see this city being built, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my videos with this amazing city. Okay, so let us go into the economy tab, and here we have the income from commercial zones tab. You can see it splits it all down by the different levels: low, high density, leisure, tourism, the local produce, green, commercial. And you can see with these policies enabled, we're making 165,000 plus weekly. I know it says from tourism, but that's from all of our commercial. So that's fantastic. So we actually see a little breakdown here as well on this tab if you're interested in the different levels. So let's turn these policies off and let's see what of a difference it can make. So let's go into our city policies, and we're going to turn off the small business enthusiast and the big business benefactor. And then let's jump back into our economy tab and keep an eye on how much money we're not going to be making as time passes by. Let's speed up the game and see how much it drops from 165,000. So very quickly you can see we are earning less than half without the policies on, and then we can easily put them back on and earn even more money again. There we go. Back up to almost, well, more than 165,000 this time, which is fantastic. So there's one thing you may just want to keep an eye on if you're using these 2 policies, and that is the industrial space planning policy. That can just help you balance things out because of the change in the way your goods work with the small business enthusiast and the big business benefactor policies on. Right. Let's take a look at number 3. So number 3 is stacking toll roads. Now there are all sorts of weird and wacky ways to use a toll road to force people to loop around forever and a day, paying you for the privilege of doing so. But first of all, let's start off with something that is semi-realistic. Now you can place toll roads on your highways in and out of your city to bring in huge financial rewards. You could also use them in places where you might expect to pay a toll in real life, and also add some realism to your build, plus bringing in some extra dosh. Of course, you can go absolutely nuts with toll roads and force your poor unsuspecting citizens to go round and round and round and round and round, lining your city's coffers with their well-earned cash. If you would like to know how many toll roads your citizens will travel through before your city completely collapses and breaks, and how much money you can actually make with all of these toll roads, then make sure to check out the video that's linked in the top corner. Right, let's take a look at number 2. Number 2, I've entitled Park Life Cheese. Now, this one is a doozy, and it does not include any dairy products, so put that gorgonzola away, Dave. I can see you. But yes, you will need the Park Life DLC. Now, of course, with the Park Life DLC, you have the ability to build parks, and you can charge people a modest amount to enter and enjoy said parks. But did you know that you can cheese that game mechanic? Let me show you how. By placing park areas, park paths, and a park gate or two in a high footfall area, your citizens will now enjoy their walk to work, maybe a walk to some mass transit, walking the dog perhaps, or even just taking their morning constitution on their favourite path. But they will also now be paying you for the privilege of walking and breathing that fresh outside air. And nobody complains because they know that you, the fine upstanding mayor of the city, will be using those funds to improve their fine city, right? Right? Of course you will. You'll be using those funds to put in more necessary toll roads and Park Life cheese parks, won't you? Imagine what you could hide behind some Park Life cheese paths and how much money you could be making. I'd love to see your ideas, so feel free to tweet me an image or two at Biffa2001 on Twitter. And now for my favourite easy infinite money hack. I love this one, and if you found any of these tips so far to be useful, please leave a like to let me know. Okay, here we go. Number 1 is the tax rate bump and drop. Now this trick once again will work on any version of Cities Skylines on any platform, with or without any DLC. It's pretty simple in its execution and cunning like a fox in its money making ability. So head on over to your personal bank account, the economy tab of your city, and you will find yourself on the taxes screen. Most of the time you will likely have your tax around sort of 12%. Sometimes if you have a really good city you can eke out 13%, but we are going to push things to the limit. So put your game on speed 3 and put all your taxes up to the max. That's right, 29% for everybody. But wait, I hear you cry. What of the poor citizens? The complaints? Think of the children. But don't worry. Yes, your citizens may feel slightly aggrieved at your obvious attempts to pocket some extra cash for the city. And yes, some may act with their feet and actually move out of the city. But there is a slight delay between making oodles of cash and too many people leaving your city. Looking at New Tealand once again, we can see that we're making close to 700,000 per week, and hardly anybody is leaving. In fact, every now and again, some people have still moved in. Once you're near the perhaps minus 1,000 mark on your citizens' weekly change figure, feel free to begrudgingly change the tax rate back to a more reasonable level. And lo and behold, once you drop the taxes back down to a more modest amount, those grumbling citizens quickly forget how penny pinching you were for those few minutes, and they'll move right back in. Maybe you could place a park with some of that hard-earned cash as an apology. So what's your favourite infinite money hack? Let me know in the comments below, and we could maybe do a follow-up video taking things to the next level. Be sure to subscribe before you go, and check out the video on the screen. This next one will help you with the top 5 things players ignore but shouldn't in Cities Skylines. Thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Take care, bye bye.